Hey guys, Brandon here. I'm on my way home from work, trying not to crash. And there's a topic I'd wanted to do a video about, and that is the extension of the time period that you can order a Model S or a Model X and still get unlimited charging, supercharging that is. Obviously you can charge your car as much as you want at your home. So Tesla expanded that window to January 15th, which is this Sunday. And so if you still want to get a Tesla and have unlimited supercharging with no restrictions on miles or anything like that, you can get one now and you'll still get that. Also of note, there was a tweet from one of the Tesla execs also on this topic about the certified pre-owns, and he basically confirmed that a Tesla that is purchased with unlimited supercharging is unlimited for the life of the vehicle, no matter who owns it. So the certified pre-owns from up till now will have, up till January 15th, we'll have unlimited supercharging. A vehicle that you buy used in the private market will still have unlimited supercharging. So that's a pretty big deal for some. If you travel a lot on freeways and stuff like that, and you use supercharging a lot, you can definitely rack up usage. For example, last year I did 2 cross-country trips, and I used about 4 gigawatt hours. So currently Tesla is giving 400 kilowatt hours as free once this program is initiated. And I used way over that. So if I was being charged, I forget what the calculation is. I calculated it once. It takes about 2 gigawatt hours for me to go all the way across to the West Coast and back, because it's about 2,500 miles each way. And I calculated that it costs about, I don't know, $300 and something, $350 maybe. I think that was each way. I'd have to double check that. But it was definitely less than gas, and I was calculating it based on they would charge maybe 20 cents per kilowatt hour, which is high compared to residential costs, but low compared to what some other places charge. Like I think some charge point chargers that I've used can charge like 50 cents per kilowatt hour, which is pretty high. Anyway, so if you do a lot of that kind of travel, unlimited free supercharging would be important. I think Björn over in Norway did mention this, and he said he's probably going to upgrade during this window to a fully autonomous Model X, so that he can keep unlimited supercharging, because that's part of his business model. He travels a lot. So, and I kind of wonder if Tesloop, the company that the young guy down in Southern California started, that is sort of a Tesla taxi service between LA and Las Vegas. He utilizes the superchargers as well. That's part of his business model. So I wonder if he sort of front-loaded some purchases of autonomous capable Teslas, so that he would still maintain that. And I kind of thought about doing that too, especially because if full autonomy really comes out, and the whole Tesla network, I forget what they call it, Tesla mobility, it's a big advantage if you want to rent out that car on an autonomous in an autonomous manner, to have free supercharging, so that your car can just go all day and taxi people, and you can utilize that free service. So I was thinking about, because I'm probably going to get a Model X to replace our Acadia as a family vehicle. So I was thinking about doing it next year, but then I was debating about doing it now, because if we do trips and stuff, it's just part of the fun. Actually, is supercharging for free, and it also kind of makes up for the fact that you're losing time by stopping so often. And people can say like, oh, it's not really that much more time. It is actually. On my very long trips, it adds about a third of travel time compared to using a gas car where you're just like booking it. So for example, if the travel time is 10 hours, that means supercharging would add about 3.5 hours to that trip that otherwise would have taken only 10 hours. But I have pretty much decided that I am not going to do that because, and the main reason is charging speed and the second generation batteries. So Model 3 is going to have a new battery architecture based on the 2170 battery, and whatever the newest and greatest is, I'm sure is going to be implemented into Model S and Model X. Currently, that is not the case. Even the P100D batteries, I think, are based on the current cells, just with a highly optimized architecture. So eventually there's going to be battery version 2, and with the new versions of the battery, there's also going to be supercharging version 2 or version 3 or whatever they're going to call it. And Musk has actually tweeted about this recently in response to some inquiries from Electric, I think Fred Lambert. And Musk was sort of tongue-in-cheek talking about how slow 350 kilowatt hour, not kilowatt hour, 350 kilowatt charging is. Now keep in mind that the fastest you can charge right now is about 120 kilowatts. So Musk is belittling a doubling of that speed. And even ChargePoint has recently announced a 400 kilowatt. So I've kind of realized that on family trips, and if you want to get to your destination, which generally you do if you have kids, and you just want to get to where you're going, even though the trip is part of the fun in a Tesla. For me, I think charging speed and having a battery pack that is compatible with ultra fast charging is probably more important than it being free. So at least I think that's true. And the other thing is, right now with the 90 kilowatt hour pack, which is probably the one I would get right now, it's limited to 250 plus miles optimally. And after the recent Jason Hughes hack, he basically revealed that the 90 kilowatt hour pack is actually closer to a functional 80 kilowatt hour pack. I think it might have been like 82 or something like that. I'll have to check that in his tweet. So I mean, that's not that big. I would like actually 100 kilowatt hours, mainly because in the summer it doesn't really matter, but I live in Michigan where we have real winters, and if you have bad road conditions, your estimated range can drop to 40, even 50%. And so if I'm traveling out somewhere, I really want to have no range anxiety at all. And so the best way to do that is get the biggest battery pack that's possible. And of course, right now the 100 kilowatt hour is limited to the performance, the high performance vehicles, which are crazy expensive. But I'm sure the regular 100Ds will be released probably this year. And I'm hoping the second generation battery with that. Because what I would like to do is within the next year, approximately, while you can still get a federal tax credit, the full federal tax credit on it, I'd like to get a Model X with ultra fast supercharging compatible battery. So we'll see. I think Model 3 is going to have, Model 3 will have battery version 2, and those are going to start coming out late this year. And I can't imagine that they would have Model 3s with anything higher technology than the Model S and the Model X. So I think they'll be updating that as well at some point this year. So we'll see. And maybe there will be some style changes in Model X. Maybe there will be a refresh. They're always continually improving the early problems that they had, whether it was with the doors or the triangle window air seals and stuff like that. So the truth is, the best time to buy a Tesla is next year in terms of what features you get and stuff like that. And then maybe not in terms of cost and stuff like that. But yeah, so anyway, that's my 2 cents on the unlimited supercharging. That announcement actually was a surprise to me. Well, it was a surprise to everybody. Who knew? And at least it was a surprise that it came so soon, which was kind of a bummer, because I was hoping to get one with unlimited. But like I said, I think speed is more important than being able to just charge for 10 or 15 minutes is more important than being charged and having to sit there for 25 minutes to half an hour, which is what I have to do generally with my 70D, which of course is a smaller battery pack, but even so, maybe in the future when we're charging at 350, 400 kilowatts, the charge time will be in the 5 to 10 minute range, which would be awesome. And that's actually what JB Straubel thinks will happen eventually, but the time frame on that is sketchy. Anyway, just about getting home. Well, still a ways to go, but yeah, interesting topic. Again, there's still a couple more days to get a Tesla with unlimited supercharging, and if you're still in the market, I think I still have 3 referral slots left for $1,000 off. So yeah, I'll have a link to that as always in the description section. And comments or questions are always welcome, as is hitting the like button. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.